Hello, kings and queens, and welcome to Real Talk No Shade with your host, Heavenly Angel. This is the podcast where we tell the truth and nothing but the whole truth. And throughout my whole life, I've been one of those people who can relate to having bottled up emotions. So let's get into it. So one day I was scrolling through social media and I saw this comment, and it goes, I bottle up my feelings. I don't talk about how I feel to anyone. I don't want to be weak. I don't want people knowing the real me, that I'm selfish. I really feel alone in this world. No one talks to me, no one. And this really made me reflect upon my past. See, throughout my whole childhood, or whatever you want to call it, I've always been a person to bottle up my emotions. No one truly felt or sensed or noticed that I was going through anything. And I mean, that's one of the things of having bottled up emotions, because everyone around you mostly thinks that you're okay. And that's why truly expressing your emotions is a good thing, but at the same time, like this person said, no one talks to me, no one. And this is a thing, because even if you do express your emotions, there is a time where people won't understand you. So that won't really make a difference in this situation. So I understand where this person is coming from. And there's so many interpretations and ways of taking this. So the first thing that's first is this part of the quote that I wanted to speak about, which was, I don't want to be weak. Now, necessarily, when I was reflecting on my past, I noticed that I didn't show my emotions a lot. And it's not because I didn't want to be viewed as weak. It was more of no one showed true concern upon how I felt. And that would probably links back to the selfish part, because if I felt as if no one cared about how I feel, why would I care about the way people felt? And it kind of just went hand in hand with the selfish part. Because when you do bottle up your emotions, that is a way of you either defending yourself, or just when you do bottle up your emotions, becoming selfish is a part of defending yourself. And that makes a lot of sense when I was looking back at that. Like, he said it, so I'm just like, that makes a lot of sense when it goes to that. So the next part of this comment, which really stuck out with me, was, no one talks to me, no one. Now, when you bottle up your emotions, it's hard for people to notice the way you are, the way you're feeling. And when you say no one talks to you, no one, now this person could truly be alone. I really don't know the situation. But when you think about it, when it comes to bottle up your emotions, you need to have a way to release them. Even if it's by yourself, it's always important to have a way to release them with yourself. So if you need to go in your room and just, let it out, whatever that's holding you back, let it free, because at the end of the day, you are human. We are all human. We have emotions that we need to express, whether it's by ourselves or with someone else. No matter what you do, you need to find a way to release those emotions healthily, because that's the main purpose of being healthy and starting this self-improvement and self-worth journey. You have to be able to be at peace with yourself and understand yourself, even if no one around you can. Now, when I reflected on my past, it really made me think that when I was around people, like a lot of people, that's truly when I felt the loneliest. And it's weird to say, because in a room surrounded by people, you can honestly just feel like an outsider with all those people around. No matter how many people you're near, you can always feel like an outsider. And you have to stay true to your emotions, stay true to how you truly feel. So if you felt like an outsider, like I did back in those times, then it's important to know that that's how you feel. And you need to understand that, because that's what I'm saying before. Self-improvement, you have to understand what you do. You have to be able to communicate with yourself before anyone else, most importantly. So this person is going through a hard time, bottling up their emotions, and they just want to be free from whatever dragging them down. Now, anything in life can honestly just put a lot on you, especially when you're depressed and you're just alone. So when I'm saying when you're like this and no one around you seems to notice this, take a few minutes out your day to just talk with yourself. If you like meditating, meditate. Find a way to just focus on yourself, especially if music is what helps you through this. Let music be your guide and just try to find your inner peace, because like I said, finding and expressing your emotions can be hard. For me, it's hard to express my emotions with words. That's why I don't find comfortability explaining the way I feel with other people. I don't like finding words that is just, that fits them. And when you're emotional already, it's hard to just express yourself in the beginning. So like, if you need to, find a way that helps you cope with the way you're feeling. Because like I said, if no one else is gonna give you the time of day, give yourself time of day. And that may seem selfish, but at the end of the day, you have to defend yourself. You have to be there for yourself if nobody else will. And if you are going through that time and you feel like you're alone, maybe you should talk to someone. Like even a best friend. Just try to see, because once you express yourself, they know how you're feeling. Once you tell them how you're feeling, because no one can read your mind. No one can just automatically know what you're trying to say and just get it out there. So you have to literally tell people what you're thinking, how you're feeling, and let them know that you're going through a tough time, you feel alone, and maybe, just maybe, they'll be the ones to help you through it. Now, before I get any more into this episode, I do want to say that it's been a while since I recorded on YouTube, and honestly, it's been a minute since I even, did anything with this podcast on YouTube, to be honest with you. So I just want to say thank you for those who have been subscribing, even though I'm not recording like I'm supposed to. And also, I just want to say, check out my podcast where I posted like 3 videos these past 3 weeks, I believe, that I've been posting and not recording. So make sure you do that. And also, my camera's finna die, so let's hope my camera don't die while I'm recording. And also, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. I'm constantly trying to upgrade this channel. As you see, I have a new background setting, so please show some support and love, and let's get back into this topic. So the main thing I want to say is I don't truly have an encouraging story that just can make you relate in so many ways. I really don't. Because we all go through our own struggle and our own battle. And that's what I'm saying. Everybody goes through a battle. And even though the people who are closest to you don't even know what's going on, always know that every day someone is fighting the same battle that we are. So you're not alone in this world. The emotions you have can be with anybody. So don't feel alone, because trust me, that's the way of a mind. You can honestly feel so isolated, but the truth is, you're not alone. Someone is out there fighting the same battle you are, but you haven't met them yet. So let loose of your emotions. Be free to who you are, because at the end of the day, that's what's truly important. Releasing your emotions and being able to escape the burden of feeling alone and that the world is against you. Because that's the truth. And I'm back from my camera dying. So for real, all I'm gonna say is, even when you gotta find a way to let loose of those emotions, even if it's by yourself, because bottling up your emotions shouldn't be a stress on you. It should be a way of letting loose and letting go of the emotions. That's another way. That's a better, healthy way of having bottled up emotions, to let loose of them and not really keep them hold up that weighs on your shoulder. So for real, find a way to let loose of your emotions, because that's the truth and the important part. And like I said before, follow me on my Instagram. Don't know if I'm gonna put it right here, but follow me on my Instagram. Follow me on listen to my podcast, because there's a lot of content that you did not know that I released that might help you and you might be able to relate to them. So stay tuned, kings and queens, because here we always try to self-improve on a daily basis. So let's get up to it and let's stay up to it. I don't even know why I said that. Anyway, stay tuned for the next episode, kings and queens.